Now, I believe that nothing is going to happen to you fun in life unless you try something. Go out and just try anything. And what's neat about our society today, the average person could try so many things, no matter what background you have or skill set or whatever. Now, this next interview are two guys that just finished high school, like 17, 18 years old. And look at, they went out on the internet and they were raising $50,000. That's right. And they raised 40% of that in 1 week. Yeah, so they got almost $20-some thousand in a week on the internet. Two kids out of school. And it's actually a neat device. You know, I mean, they didn't have a whole lot of background in figuring this stuff out or anything, but they found it on the internet. Not only the money, but the expertise in figuring out how to do it. And what they did is they came up with a little product, you know, that will take any like big speakers you have in your house or anywhere, or even your headphones or your car speakers, and make it wireless. So you don't have to hook them out with the wires anymore, you know. And when you see this interview, you see how he did it, because every time he was coming to a party at the house, he'd have all his playlists, you know, his music he wanted to hear, you know, it was good for the party on his iPhone, and he'd have to leave it, you know, with, you know, where the speakers were, because he'd hook it up so they could hear all this cool music, you know, for the party. And he said, "This is crazy. I'm going to do something." See, that's what happens. You know, you say, why didn't someone think of that? Right? Because they're not as smart as you. They don't see the need as you. And see, this 17-year-olds, you know, went out and said, "Hey, why don't I make something that does that?" Because nothing was out there. And the things that make things wireless now cost like $400 or $500 or thousands of dollars. You know, so now he made this little device for $30, $30. Man, that's incredible. Yeah. To make, you know, to these big ass speakers we all have, make them wireless, or even your iPhone, or I mean the or car speakers or headphone speakers, all these kinds of things. You know, and it's neat how they figured out how to do all this stuff. See, so if two 17-year-olds could figure out all this stuff, why aren't the rest of us doing more stuff like that? And that's what's neat about our society. It's there for everybody to do these kinds of things. You know, one of the neat things that he said about this is that, man, it helped him so much in making himself attractive to girls. You know, we're interested in that stuff. We'll probably never stop being interested. But actually, young men doing that, man. So I said it really helped him in the dating department more than anything else. Not only his bank account, man, and not only that, man, imagine how pleased their parents are. They're about to go off to college and spend, who knows, 30, 40, 50 grand a year on college. And now they raised, you know, 20, 30 grand in just a couple in a week on the internet. So these guys know how to do it now, and they didn't know before they tried. See, it's all about trying. No matter what your age, no matter what your background, the tools are out there for you to try. And see, by you trying, you make it better for the rest of us, because you're taking an idea, you know, that we really need out there. You don't have to have gazillion dollars and a gazillion degrees after your names to do anything anymore. You just have to try. Watch. Well, Ben Taft and Brock Kozad, man, you guys are just spending a summer before college getting, you know, raising $50,000 on the internet for your little device that I think is going to revolutionize anybody who ever listened to music. Man, I just don't know how people 18 years old do this. I mean, I'm 70, and it looks like, man, I better hang up my my whatever it is, because you guys are just terrific, you know, and it's just so inspiring to see that young people, you know, could go on the internet, take an idea, and raise this money. Gosh, you got 40% of your money when, you know, in 1 week that you're looking for. I mean, you just couldn't do that, you know, 5 years ago even, you know, like you're doing. You know, that's the question. Why the hell are you going to college? You know, you learned how to do everything. So where did this idea come from?
So basically, the idea came to me when I love music. You know, I ran a music website. I've been playing classical piano since I was a young kid. And I'm always the one who plays music at parties, at social scenes, at friends' house, you name it. I'm always the one who has to take my phone, go up to the speaker system, plug it in, and leave it there. You know, walk back every 5 minutes to check my text, walk back to the conversation, walk back to my phone, and you know, it's obviously everyone prefers having Bluetooth speakers so you can avoid this and have the wireless capability, but they're so much more expensive. So Brock and I knew we had some device, some small portable and rechargeable device that would just make any speaker wireless for a low price, so that people would have the luxury of wireless audio without the crazy burden of its price. You know, that's how we created the link right here.
Look at that thing. I mean, that's nothing, like 3 inches. Yeah.
Not even 3 inches.
Really, not even 3 inches.
Just
and
over
that
2.
thing, and on your Kickstarter page, it's like $30. I could turn any of my big ass speakers in here into wireless and run it through my iPhone or anything like that. That's amazing to me. I mean, so, and then I don't have to buy these wireless speaker outfits, right?
Exactly.
And I'm saving maybe half the price by doing that. So I could buy 500 of those things before.
You sure could. Yeah, we'd appreciate that.
I think college tuition's coming up, right?
Yeah.
Well, and both going off to business school at some sort, right?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, Brock, what's your degree going to be in? What are you going to study?
I'm planning on double majoring in business administration and sports management at Southern Methodist University.
Oh, wonderful. And you, Ben, what are you up to?
And I'm actually receiving a new kind of degree in arts, technology, and the business of innovation down at the Ivy and Young Academy at University of Southern California.
It's going to be a triple threat, right? Well, that's wonderful. You'll probably make so much money, in the next 2 years. You'll be such a bore to go back to those classes. Yeah.
Well, that's the plan. Yeah.
They'll be asking you to teach. Yeah. But it's just wonderful. Now, how about like the technical stuff? I mean, I'm not a techie myself. I mean, I know how to use computers or whatever and program, but the insides of this, I mean, how did they teach you this in high school, or how the hell did you do that?
So Ben, actually, we were part of a class called Entrepreneurship Engineering in our high school as seniors.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So Ben actually created the very first prototype of this product. But later on, because as we saw this continue to grow, as we saw this product, we saw immense potential with this product. We actually brought a product designer on board who was responsible for various projects such as Beats by Dre headphones and Red cameras.
I see. So you knew where to get help when you had to. Huh?
What's that?
You knew where to get help if you had to.
Exactly. So we were reaching out to various product designers, and we came across this one, and we brought him on actually as a co-founder. So we've been working closely with him, and he's, in our opinion, he's made a really great, sleek product. Yeah.
Well, it's elegant. I mean, that's why I can't understand. People 18 years old, I mean, I didn't think elegant. I just want the sucker to work,
Sure. Yeah. And that's really what we envisioned with this product. Something that it could just be an extension of your wired speaker system. Yeah. You could just simply put it right on top of your wired speaker system, and voila, that's all. That's
and
all
not some ugly blocky thing. We wanted it to be something that you wanted it before you even knew what it was. Something cool, something sleek looking.
Yeah, it's a conversation piece. I mean, if I had it on my speakers here, and they say, "Oh, what's that?" It looks like a new device, which it is. But
exactly.
But it's also, if you carry it around, it's so easy. So it's something you could carry around at parties or wherever you are. For $30, you could throw one in. In your car just to have. Will this work in your car too?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Really? Wow.
Yeah. So no more fumbling with wires in your car. Yeah. Just keep it in there. Yeah. You can connect your phone wirelessly to your car speaker system.
I mean, it's just amazing. How could a device, for $30, save all that other cost that you would in wire? And everything wants to be wireless now. Yeah. So you're going to piss off a lot of audiophiles out there, right?
Sure. We're waiting to hear from some of those guys shortly. But,
I just spent $3,000 on this. Right. And that's what's remarkable about your story. I mean, 2 young guys that, you're not in the business world yet or whatever, but have that, sense to know that what you need help on and go and doing it and know it's there, and then using the internet just to get the money you need and get, almost 20 grand in 7 days or whatever. I mean, that's phenomenal. I mean, that's tuition, for most schools anyway. My earpiece is coming off here. But that's what's just neat about your story. I mean, I think what you're doing as individuals is more interesting than even what you're doing, you know, for a service to the society of showing people how to get things better, faster, cheaper, and more function oriented. You know, which is just remarkable. I just don't know. I'm just so glad you guys aren't in China doing this. You know?
Yeah.
And who says we can't compete anymore? We got young guys like you here.
Exactly.
Gonna turn our world around. Yeah, well, that's wonderful. So how is it like with your friends? I mean, you're 18 years old and all of a sudden you got 20 grand in a week on Kickstarter. They jealous and they won't talk to you, or what?
Well, I think a lot of people thought the idea was very cool when we talked about it in theory. And now seeing kind of the success we've had in so little time, I think it's been very validating. So now they respect the idea, respect our company, respect the amount of time we put into it. They kind of see that it's actually something
hey, this
and not just two kids being kind of nutty. But,
wow. And does it help with getting dates, or?
Well, I have a girlfriend, so
You can say that. You can say that.
Oh, that's worth it alone. See, they don't put that in the Kickstarter.
$50,000.
Right. You may get suppliers on Kickstarters, but Kickstarter doesn't tell you about you may get dates too, you know, because of all this success. And your parents, and what you said earlier, they're very supportive of this.
Yes, they are. Extremely.
Well, that's right. So people got to get one now, because while you're on Kickstarter, man, it's $30. When you get retail, it's going to be like $50 or something, right?
Exactly.
Right.
So
Right.
we suggest people go out now, check out the Kickstarter campaign, and watch our video. We're very proud of it.
Oh, that video is terrific. I mean, they look like actors. Well, maybe California. Maybe everybody's an actor out there. But
he was actually a star actress in it. He did a great job.
You'll see me with a cake on my head.
Oh, is that you?
That is
really?
me.
Wonderful. That was wonderful. And actually, you can find it all, the video, and get to Kickstarter if you go to Vibe Audio Innovations, VIBEAUDIOINNOVATIONS .com. Vibe Audio Innovations.com. See the video. If you're not going to buy anything, just see that video. It's cute what people do, you know, and can do with videos and tell a story, and it's just fun. I mean, how you open that video, and you know, it just compels you because you don't know what the hell you're doing yet, you know, and it sucks you right into the video, and that's why you're going to school in LA, right?
Exactly.
Well, wonderful. Well, thank you guys. Thanks for being there, and thanks for contributing to our world in a smart way too.
Of course, and thanks for the opportunity to let us speak with you and share our idea with you and your fans in the world. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
You bet. Take care.
Take care.